Okay, we're going to be starting a two-point perspective drawing. It's not nearly as complicated as our last two-point perspective assignment. It's called square cheese, and you'll see in a minute what we're talking about. So we're talking about basically a rectangular shape that has square cutouts or holes in it, okay? Here's an example of that. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing our drawing, and then we're going to be putting it on the computer and adding colors to it so it looks three-dimensional. So in this case, I've got a light source that's coming from the upper left. So you can see the top of the box is lighter, the side's a little bit darker, the back side is very dark, and then these areas that I would call caves or holes get much darker as they gradually go back into the corners. Okay, I also put a shadow on the table here so that it appears that this is in a three-dimensional place. So this is what we're going to be doing. Now this one, this is the same exact drawing, only I flipped it upside down and put it in this landscape and then did the color, the values with the light coming from above. So this time this is the darkest area because it's away from the light which is coming from the top. So you can do that same thing there. You can do your drawing and flip it around upside down and put it in an environment like that, okay? So here is the same exact drawing and done two different ways, okay? Now, your drawing could be a box, or you could get a little more creative if you want to try something a little more difficult and do a pyramid-like shape. And here's the pyramid inverted. Here's a shape that looks sort of like a house with arches. It's got a gabled roof on it. Here one that looks like kind of a big mailbox with a rounded top. Here's a cylinder. Now these obviously are very complicated. Yours does not have to be like this. Just showing you some of the possibilities. Now these are ones that students have done, okay? You can see he's got a lot of holes. Some of the holes are shaped like L's, like this here. It looks like an L shape or an L shape. Some are just holes, okay? But the box has been cut up into different sections. Here a person did a pyramid. This is a complicated box, and I've added a flag to it. And if you notice up here, there's a G cut out of here, and here's an O, and here's an R, and an I, and an L, and an L, and here's an A, which spells out gorilla. So the word gorilla is part of the design, okay? And here's the same design, but now it's put on a surface that has a shadow. There's even the flag is casting a little shadow here and a little shadow here, okay? The only part I missed, this should be green right in that little area there. Okay, so here's some that students have done. This girl decided to add these little chess pieces on hers. These are different students. This was could be a little neater. This one they got rid of the lines, which you can do, and I can show you how to do that. This one needs a shadow, and also the white side doesn't make any sense. So anyhow, you can see some different versions that students did. I like this one. This is kind of clever. The kid that did this, his name is Jeremiah Miller, and what he did is he's got a hole here, which is a J, and then this is a large M. So he decided to do this, cut up his pyramid and shaped it like a J and an M. Girl did a sphere, which is quite a bit difficult. You can see here's some drawings that people did. They did do them in color. I'm just showing you what the original drawings. You can see obviously she spelled out the word love in a box. And here's some other drawings that other people have done. Obviously, you see this girl added the word slinger to hers. And here's another box and another box and so on. So what you're going to be doing is designing a box with rectangular holes cut out of it. It can have things like this. This says Anne. So she put letters on the side of her box and made them look three-dimensional. So that's your option, and there's another video that shows you how to get started on that.